Little old lady goes to the doctor and says, "Doctor, I have this problem with passing gas, but it really does not bother me too much. It never smells and it is always silent. As a matter of fact, I have passed gas at least 20 times since I have been here in your office. You did not know I was passing gas because it does not smell and it is silent." The doctor says, "I see. Take these pills and come back to see me next week." The next week, the lady goes back. "Doctor," she says, "I don't know what you gave me, but now my passing gas, although still silent, it stinks terribly." "Good," the doctor said. "Now that we have cleared up your sinuses, we will start to work on your hearing." A group of girlfriends is on vacation when they see a five-story hotel with a sign that reads, "For women only." Since they are without their boyfriends and husbands, they decide to go in. The bouncer, a very attractive guy, explains to them how it works. "We have five floors. Go up floor by floor, and once you find what you are looking for, you can stay there. It's easy to decide since each floor has a sign telling you what's inside." The women start going up, and on the first floor, the sign reads, "All the men here have it short and thin." The friends laugh and without hesitation move on to the next floor. The sign on the second floor reads, "All the men here have it long and thin." Still, this is not good enough to. So the friends continue on up. They reach the third floor and the sign reads, "All the men here have it short and thick." They still want to do better. And so, knowing there are still two floors left, they continued on up. On the fourth floor, the sign is perfect. "All the men here have it long and thick." The women get all excited and are going in when they realize that there is still one floor left. Wondering what they are missing, they head on up to the fifth floor. There they find a sign that reads, "There are no men here. This floor was built only to prove that there is no way to please a woman." A girl goes to a library. "Girl, I want the book." "Woman, the most perfect and intelligent." Librarian, Comic section is at the backside. Girls are like an internet virus. Girls are like an internet virus. They enter your life, scan your pockets, transfer money, edit your mind, download their problems, and delete your smile. A woman runs into the doctor's office and says, "Doctor, doctor, you have to help me. Everywhere I touch on my body, it hurts." The doctor replied, "Show me." So the woman poked her ankle and screamed of pain. Then she poked her knee and yelled, "Oh!" She poked her forehead and screamed again. She was about to continue when the doctor said, "That's enough. Let me think this over." He thought for about a minute and said, "I think I know what your problem is. You broke your finger." A man was invited for dinner at a friend's house. Every time the host needed something, he tested his request to his wife by calling her "my love," "darling," "sweetheart," etc. His friend looked at him and said, "That's really nice after all. Of these years, you have been married to keep saying those little pet names." The host said, "Well, honestly, I have forgotten her name." A masked man walks into a bank and holds it up at gunpoint to rob the bank. In the process of robbing the bank, his mask fell off. He quickly put it back on his face and asked the teller directly ahead of him if she saw his face. She admitted that she did. So he shoot and killed her. He then turned to the teller that was beside the one her just killed and asked if she had also seen his face. She said that she did, and he shoot and killed her too. He then turned to a man, a customer, who just happened to be in the bank when the robbery was taking place. The robber asked the customer if he had seen his face. The customer replied, "No, but I am pretty sure my wife did." An Englishman, an Irishman, and Scotsman were sitting in a bar. drinking, and discussing how stupid their wives were. The Englishman says, I tell you, my wife is so stupid. Last week, she went to the supermarket and bought $300 worth of meat because it was on sale. And we don't even have a fridge to keep it in. The Scotsman agrees that she sounds a pretty stupid but says his wife is more stupid. Just last week, she went out and spent $17,000 on a new car. He laments, and she does not even know how to drive. The Irishman nods and agrees that these women sound like they both walked through a stupid forest and got hit by every branch. However, he still thinks his wife is dumber. Ah, it kills me every time I think of it. He chuckles, my wife. Left to go on a trip to Greece. I watched her packing her bag and she must have put about 100 condoms in there and she does not even have a dick. Boyfriend, do you think my salary is sufficient for you? Girlfriend, it is sufficient for me, but how will you survive? A nice lady in a short skirt walks up to a policeman on the street and says, I have a problem. The policeman asked her what it is. She points to a man across the street and says, see that man? The policeman replies, yes. Is he watching you? She replies, no. That is the problem. Lady, is this my train? Station master. No, it belongs to the railway company. Lady, don't try to be a funny. I mean to ask if I can take this train to New Delhi. Station master. No, madam, I am afraid it is too heavy. A man came home from the bar with an unknown woman. He woke up in the morning and yelled, a crocodile, a crocodile. The woman woke up and asked, where? A man cried again, oh, the crocodile is talking. A lady goes into a bar with her goose. Then the bartender comes up to her and says, why did you have to bring the pig in with you? Then the lady answered, excuse me, I think this is a goose. And the bartender says, excuse me, I was talking to the goose.